Now let's move on and make this app work. The first thing that I have to do is I come over here to the step list. And this gives me the steps that I need to go through in a logical sequence, and it tells me which ones are required. It lets me mark them as done, undone. It's a good way of working through. I can also navigate through in other areas. I can go here to the sections of the forms that I'm going to use, such as when I want to design an icon, when I want to run and share it. These are a higher level. Down here is a good way, at least when you're getting started, to work, because you will go and, for example, go to the application attributes form in several of these steps, but each step will make more sense to you. So what I'm going to do is to start here, and the first thing I need is to come up with the feed properties, and the feed property that I most need is what the URL for the feed is. It sort of makes sense. This is my website, northcountryconsulting.com, and there is an RSS feed down here, and people can subscribe to it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that link, and I'm going to paste it in. And before I do it, I'm being very careful at this stage, because I want to make certain that everything is working properly. And in fact, it doesn't hurt for you to be just as careful. Just make certain that every step you do, it's so fast, we don't have to worry about elaborate overhead for compilations and bindings and so forth. Just make sure everything works on its own. So I'm now going to paste that URL in and click return, and make certain that I can get to that feed from my browser. And I can. So this is the feed that I'm working with. The URL is good, and even more important, I can tell that these are the items that I should be showing up when I come into the iPhone web app. So now I will paste that URL in here. And at this point, I'm now ready to test it. I have that simulator. I can get to it with the Run button. So let's just see what I have now. Here's the simulator. And I have gone to that URL. If you look over here, I've got the right items. So these are exactly what I had when I looked at it in a browser. Here I have in the iPhone web app. If I wanted to, I could add another item to the feed, and we could refresh this page and make certain that it had added here, and refresh this page and made certain that it was added here. But that's really not worth doing, because it's very boring. It works. The main thing is to make certain that you can get to the feed. We did. We pasted the URL in, and that's all we need to worry about. Now the next thing is to do a little bit of cleaning up here, because we have an untitled page here and we have a rather generic title here. So let's see if we can make these modifications to the iPhone web app and improve it a little bit.